Hi everyone. I'm going to start by showing you these paintings. I cannot remember if I showed this triangle before. So cool. Totally love it. And that was with the ribbon that was already like hardened and dried from using it previously. I always had the worst lighting over here. But I really, really love it. I love the triangle shape. It's just a really fun piece. And then this was the trip stitch that I don't know if it is. Let me know what you guys think. Otherwise, I cannot decide if it should be like 3 individual paintings. You can look how shiny. That's Arteza paint. That's how shiny it is. Way cool colors. So I could see that as an alone piece. And this one, as unique as it is, could stand alone too, I think. This next one, the last, is my favorite. Because this area up here, right, particularly that area, that I love, right there. I need to take a photo of that and blow it up because that's the part I love the best. Well, come on, focus. So these are them next to each other. So I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. So I would love your input if those 3 should be a set or sold separately. I just don't know. All right. So once again, it is Battle of the Ropes. Battle of the Strings. So, I'm stuck. All right. I do not know what sizes any of these are, so I really can't help you with exactness. But after I bought them, I was like, I really should have gone to the hardware store where I would have spent a teeny smidgen of a fraction. So this, let me grab the painting that goes with that one. Hang on. Because somebody commented, if you haven't watched this video, go back and watch it. Because one woman said it was cool watching the paint disappear. I was like, what's she talking about? Because I never watch my own videos. So I went back and watched it, and she's so right. I did my, pull, and so I think I first pulled yellow. So it was all this yellow. And then by the time I shut my trap and started again, the yellow had just vanished into little white cells. And the same when I did the next red. So it was like the color was disappearing right before your eyes. It was pretty neat. So that was this, which was the handle of a bucket. And I don't have a painting to show you with the string pull because they both sold. Yay! But nothing to show for it. But this is the string I usually use. I don't know what it's called. Somebody did tell me what it was. I just found it in my garage. I don't know what it is. But you can tell it's quite a bit thinner than these others. So these I got at Joann's Fabric. Oops. This one looks kind of like a shoelace. It's like a cotton. So that looks more like a shoelace thing. I don't know a lot about fabric or any of those things, so my knowledge, I have a severe lack of knowledge in that department. They were both in the same area. This was like, I think, for drapery and stuff. So this is kind of a more smoother satiny. This one is tiny, like braid like stuff, and this is twisted. So I know they're going to give a very different look because this is so textured. And this is fairly smooth, but not as smooth as the ribbon. So I was going to do both in the same canvas, but I thought, no, that's not a great example. So I'll use one for this video and then one for the next. And as I say, I had no idea this stuff was so expensive because it was like $3.79 a yard. And I mean, education, or I know what a yard is, but I didn't realize how short a yard was. So I'm like, really? I spent $3 something on this. I'm like, alrighty, but by then I'd already paid. So, hardware store, and I'm gonna look for rope because this is like way more quality than I need. But I will keep cleaning it. I'll show you the gross thing my dad. From my dad's shop in his garage, he gave me this. And it is, of course, filthy. But he told me to just throw it in my washing machine. So I guess I will just throw it in the washing machine and see what happens. Now I got all that dirt on here. Because I saw one, like a thin rope, like that twine I had, and I was like, don't you have any other ropes? So he unhooks, he's got like the carabiners that are like this big, and he unhooks this huge thing of ropes. Millions. I mean, I've talked about my dad before and his shop and his hobbies. Oh, that sounds bad with all the ropes, but don't worry. So he had every side, like he had huge ones. I would do like one swipe and the canvas would be empty, or full with that one. So anywho, I've got Arteza Phthalo Blue. This is an iridescent turquoise. There's no name on it, which means it's a bunch of different colors that I mixed together. Arteza Carmine Red. Arteza Indian Yellow. There's like nothing left of that. I love that color. This is Arteza Violet mixed with, what was it? Might have been Violet and Prussian Blue, I think. Here it is when I first mixed it. But this one, there's more violet, so this one was more blue, but that was by accident when I first mixed it, and it's so pretty, so I'm keeping the lid. And the white, this is Arteza. It's not my usual Dutch boy, it's Arteza. And it's just Floetrol in water. And this is an 11 by 14 canvas from Michaels. I thought there was something there. And I have not poured in like 4 days now. I had like 4 videos stockpiled. Today is Saturday the 21st, I believe. But I forgot I uploaded them all, but I didn't schedule them. So there wasn't one yesterday. I had a wedding in the family, so I forgot to do that. And then today, a friend and I went to, mainly I fell asleep this afternoon, which is why I didn't get it on. But my art is in an art show, so my friend and I went to go, and I talked about before, it's an art show, and the proceeds are going to the ACLU. And if you go to my personal Facebook, I bought a piece on there, and hang on, I gotta get a drink of water. Oh my goodness. The woman whose brainchild it was for the show, she had the idea of the show a couple years ago. There was a black woman in town, and there was an incident with some racial profiling, and so she made this video, and the woman who did the art show watched the video, and it really moved her, and she made 3 large, God, they're big, I'm not sure, okay, gosh, I can't dip this in here. So she made these paintings, 3 abstract versions of the woman from like 3 different angles of her telling her story, and they're just giant portraits of her in bright colors. The one I chose, she's blue, and I couldn't decide, should I buy it, should I not buy it? And finally my friend is like, if somebody came in here right now, okay, I'm going to try and straighten this. If somebody came in here right this minute and bought it from under you, how would you feel? And that's when I knew that I had to purchase it, because I was like, okay, now I see but I was like, I would be so sad. And she's like, well, there's your answer if you think you should buy it or not. Okay, so this rope is not soft and flexible, which was what this problem right here was happening. It did not want to touch the canvas. I'm trying to see if it's disappearing right away, but since it's wrapped tighter together, it's staying more so. But it's not easy working with these bigger ones. I think the other one that's more shoelacy will be a lot easier. Oh, it is starting to. Okay, so I only need to dip from here to here. But her asking, how would you feel if somebody bought it? That was a good way to think about, how important is this to you? My piece was still there, it had not sold, which I would love it to sell because, well, I'd love it to sell, but because the money's going to charity, but it had not at the time. Harder than I thought. Oh, it helps. I'm anchoring it on the left. Oh, that really helps to anchor it. So the person who told me to staple down the thin ones, you are a smart person. But I think numerous people said that because Wiggles art, that's what he does. He does a lot. People keep telling me to look at his stuff, and I do. I watch his videos. And I think what he does with the strings are super cool. But I don't like it. I don't want the flowers. I'm not big on the flower look, but his creativity and what he does with those strings is so cool. Like, what was one, I think it was on a paper clip, and they were like stapled around, and something I was watching. Like, I don't know how he has like 10 bazillion followers. Like, my God. But I don't know who the person is. They don't talk or anything. I want to know who it is. Well, but a lot of people don't like them talking, so. That's why there are lots of us doing lots and lots and lots of different styles. So there's a video for everybody. Let's do, like I do workout videos from YouTube, and I prefer the ones with actual talking instead of the voiceover. I like it like when they're actually talking to you while they're working out. Okay, I'm moving this. Trying to decide, I want to get rid of that. So I think if I hold it, okay. This rope's getting gnarly. I wonder if I should clean it like, probably Dawn soap in the sink would probably work. I was thinking, what's it called? Bleach, but I thought dish soap would do just as good a job. Which is why I didn't, like some of these string pulls, I used to lay them all down at the same time, but I was not about to spend that much money for like 5 of these. It's like, nah. There's a string hanging off of this one, but now I can't locate it again. So it may show up when I do this, but we'll see. Okay. Anchoring it really helps. Oh yes, it did show up. You can see. Oh, it's pulling everything. You can see it right here. Shoot. Darn it. Start tilting. Instead of doing that turquoise, I'm going to tilt first. Because I'm not really sure I like what had happened with that last red one. Because it really just pushed everything. I did not add color to this. that in my head. If it goes this direction. Ugh. I'm thinking I do not like this string whatsoever. Trying to only get that part by my left thumb. That's why I am not touching. Now I'm going to go back down. Whoa, what the hell happened there? What must have happened while I was paying attention up here. I don't know what the hell happened down there. But I don't know. Ooh. Some crazy stuff. Well, that just is, that's weird. That is weird. I want to do yellow, but I'm not going to dip it in that yellow because we're just going to do a little bit. You know, I may as well do this part that's a little bit cleaner. Negative space on this one, that's for sure. Except I'm gonna keep tilting. Gosh, I just don't know which way to tilt. Down first. Look at that yellow blob off of there. That blob that's right by me. I don't like that yellow blob. Alright, the blob is now gone. Really like. Now I'm gonna go up. I'm not real keen on this area. Let's see if I can. So my son came in from college for the wedding last night, and he's so different already. I mean, it's only been 3 weeks, 4 weeks. But they like all of a sudden grow up. of struggling with that. A lot. It's like you want your kids to grow up and be successful, but then that means they grow up and they're successful. Thank God I have art. It'd be so funny if my husband's name was Art as well, because then it would just be like funny. Alright, this is not going my way at all. And I don't know if there's even a way. I don't know. I just don't know if I like it. Like, I really like the red and yellow up there. You know what? Wonder. I need a piece of cardboard. I wonder if I did a pull with white. Wonder if that would solve, because I would do it. This is not an easy material to work with. There's like not much flexibility to it. I'm going to try and get it all covered in white. End up in my lap. I can't believe that did not end up in my lap. There's just pooled paint here, which is why I am. Let's torch, see what happens. I do not like this. Not one bit. No. I don't like it. Alright, so my review on this is no. I don't like it. Too thick and heavy. Because even though that this one was thick, it was wrapped looser, so it wasn't so heavy. Yeah, nope, no good, yuck. I am going to scrape this one off and try the other string. Yeah, even from here, it looks goofy. Yeah. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.